This is a sauce made from 3 of the world's hottest peppers, the Carolina Reaper, Trinidad Scorpion, and Ghost Pepper. To put that in perspective, the regular old jalapeno is 10,000 Scoville heat units. A Ghost Pepper is 1 million Scoville heat units. And this sauce I'm about to eat is 5 million Scoville heat units. Almost equivalent to police grade pepper spray.
Rejoice, Florentia! You've grown so grand that over land and sea you spread your beating wings, and through the whole of hell your name resounds. Among those thieves and robbers there I found were 5 of your own citizens. I am ashamed, and you do not acquire by this great honor. Yet if we dream, dear Dawn, of what is true, then you, not long from now, will surely feel what parade awaits to see for you others as well. And were it now, it would not be too soon. Would it were so, as rightly it should be. It weighs me down. The more that time drags on, we now moved off, and climbing by those stairs that going down had bleached as ivory, my leader, mounting up, pulled me along, and so, proceeding on this lonely way, through splintering rocks and outcrops from the edge, feet without hands would not have gained advantage. It grieved me then. It grieves me now once more to fix my thoughts on what I witnessed there. Now, more than usual, I must hold my mind back, lest brain should speed where virtue does not guide. Thus if, by some propitious star or more, I've come to good, I best not make it void. A farmer, leaning on his hillside rests. It's summertime, when he who likes the earth less hides from his face from us, the countrymen. And it's now the fly makes way for the mosquito, seized there, below him on the valley floor, where he perhaps will plow and gather grapes. Glowworms, in numbers such as now I saw glittering around the dip of pocket 8 when I arrived there. Looking to its depths, compare also in the Book of Kings, Elisha, once saved by furious bears, beheld Elijah's chariot drawn away by horses, rising to the heavens straight. His eye, unable to pursue, could see only the flame, like cloud wisp, rising high. So too within the gullet of that ditch these fires moved around. None shows its thievery, yet each fire stole some shining soul away. I stood there on that bridge and craned to look. Indeed, had I not clutched a nearby rock, I surely would, unpushed, have fallen in. My leader, who had seen how hard I gazed, informed me now, in all these fires are souls, each one is swaddled in its inward blaze. Well, sir, I answered, to be told by you I am, of course, the surer. Myself, though, I'd already thought of that. I meant to ask, who comes within that cloven-crested flame that seems to rise as from the pyre where once Itocles was laid to rest beside a brother slain? Within this flame, so he now said, suffering are Ulysses and Diomed, As one, they faced their nemesis, as they in rage were one. Within their flame, the crime is now bewailed of those whose cunning wrought the Trojan horse, the door that freed the noble steed of Rome. They mourn as well the ruse by which through dead young Diademina must weep Achilles' loss. They're punished too for theft of sacred statues. If they within those tongues of fire can speak, I beg you, sir, and beg again, so may each prayer be worth 1,000 more, that you do not forbid my waiting here. Until that flame with horns has come this way, you see I bend to it with great desire. Your prayer, he said, is worthy of great praise, and I most willingly accede to it. But you must keep your tongue in tight control. Leave me to speak, for I know very well what you desire. Nor would these two be quick, perhaps, to hear your words. They are both Greek. And when the flame has reached in time and place a point on which my leader thought it fit, I heard him. From his utterances thus, "O you there, two within a single flame, if I, when living one in your eyes, merit, if merit, whether great or small I won, in pleading my exalted lines of verse, do not move on. Let one of you declare where lost he went, to come upon his death." The greater of those horns of ancient flame began to tear and waver, murmuring as fires will do when struggling in a wind, drawing its pinnacle this way and that, as though this truly were a tongue that spoke, its flung an utterance out, declaring, "Once I'd set my course from Circe. She had kept me near Gaeta for a year or more before Annia's passing name to that. No tenderness for son, no duty owed to aging fatherhood, no love that should have brought my wife Penelope delight, could overcome in me my long desire, burning to understand how this world works, and know of human voices, worth and valor. Out then, across the open depths I put to sea, a single prow, and with me all my friends, the little crew that had not yet abandoned me. I saw both shorelines. One ran on to Spain, the other to Morocco, Sardinia, and all those lands that our ocean bathes. I and my company were old and slow, and yet, arriving at that narrow sound, where Hercules had once set up his mark, to warn the men should never pass beyond, I left Seville behind me on the right. To port already I had left Ceuta. Brothers, I said, 100,000 perils you have passed and reached the Occident. For us, so little time remains to keep the vigil of our living sense. Do not deny your will to win experience behind the sun of worlds where no man dwells. Hold clear in thought your seed and origin. You were not made to live as mindless brutes, but go in search of virtue and true knowledge. My men, attending to this little speech, I made so keen to take the onward way, that even I could hardly have restrained him, wheeling our stern against the morning sun. We made our oars our wings in crazy flight, then on, and always leftward making gain. Now every star around the alien pole I saw by night. Our own star sank so low, it never rose above the ocean floor. 5 times the light that shines beneath the moon had flared anew, and 5 times too grown dimmer since we had set our course on that high venture. Ahead of us, a mountain now appeared, darkened through distance, soaring to my eyes, higher by far than ever seen. We cheered for joy. This quickly turned to tears, for now a wind was born from that new land, twisting. It struck at our forward timbers. The waves and keel 3 times it swirled around, and then a 4th. The after deck rose up. The prow went down, as pleased another's will, until once more the sea closed over us.